This is E, the non-algorithmic name. Thank you for joining me for another collectible critique and in my eternal quest for bankruptcy. Enjoy! Hello fellow collector enthusiasts. Today I'm elated to bring to the Dollfie Dream Yoko. Quick question, what is a Dollfie Dream? A Dollfie Dream is simply a doll, built 1/3 scale. I did do an old review on an A-Zone doll. They're the same essentially, but the Dollfie Corporation, they completely take an original one, whereas the A-Zone borrows heavily from the Obitsu's body manufacturing series. It gets complicated. This is entirely done from Volks Incorporated. There are no side companies involved. And this is the Dollfie Dream Dynamite, as I said, Yoko from the series Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Quick thing about the series, it's actually quite nice. It's a lovely series that somehow manages to blend together total insanity and a bit of, adventuring. I'd say it's pretty epic. Towards the end, it's amazingly epic, but no spoilers, promise. If you haven't watched, I recommend you do. A lot of people didn't really like it because of, no spoilers. Go ahead and watch it. It's actually quite a good series and I do highly recommend it. Great way to kill time and it's quite easy to find. So, quick look at the box. The box, I must say, is being very well preserved. I should say it's not exactly like the A-Zone one. Somehow I like the A-Zone boxes better because they seem a bit, a bit more well packed. Like here I can see the corrugated cardboard. That's not very good. That's sort of like quickly slapped together. This must have taken less than 3 seconds to put together with a machine. Yeah. Front you get the image of the character. Yeah, just general information. Side here, the Volks Incorporated. I haven't heard of any copies of a Dollfie. Name as well. And there's nothing too special about the sides or the back. Here's that corrugated cardboard I was talking about. Doesn't seem very polished. So, just before we take a look on the inside, I'd like to quickly comment on the price. Crazy. The price for one of these things? Crazy. My advice is, if you do want to go into this kind of a collecting scheme, begin with the models that are being released now. Make sure it's from a popular character, but above all make sure that they, should I say, in limited quantity. That's what makes them valuable. This started off, I think, at about $700 or something, and now you can find it as high as $1,500. Moving on, let's take a look at what's inside. Okay, here we go. The Dollfie has been taken out of the box and all the accessories. Quick comment on the box, it's just a simple slide box. The inside is quite strong, so it could take a good hit, but it won't come out unscathed. I'm going to have to be very quick because of limited time. This is the body, feel free to look at it while I blab on. Get boots, lovely boots. No grip, I find that always a problem. Working zippers, don't overdo it because of scuffing. You get left and right, and there's a lovely little mark in the middle. Volks Incorporated will be. Get the armbands, left and right, no complaints here, marked very well, perfectly rounded and perfectly painted, and I do mean perfectly, no problems, period, very impressive. Get the hands here, left and right being for the suited up version. She's got blank hands as well because of this, which is the pre-order special, the bikini version. Sorry, I have to move very quickly, you'll see all this better in the showcase. Stockings, left and right, serrated white stitching pattern at the top. Quite well done. Quick comment, silhouette of the legs is followed nicely in comparison to A-Zone. A-Zone just usually do it flat and straight, which seems a little bit lackluster. Here we go. This is now the armband. Doesn't really look like much, but it has been given a lot of detail. I especially like the way that the stitching has been hidden, so it's not so like out sticking and obvious and spoiling. Ruins the effect. Knickers, knickerbockers, bloomers, whatever you want to call them, they're there. Impressive that they included that considering she only has pants, whereas the A-Zone version of Ryumushime didn't even have any sort of undergarments, and well, yeah, she did have a skirt, short skirt. Earlier video. Hot pants, very shiny inside. You get the Volks label. 2 layers. These all stain very quickly. Just a warning, I've already seen there's a small scuff mark here from, I don't know how, it sort of ruins the effect, but I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm relaxed now. We'll focus on the brassiere of the outer layer. Not really sure if I should call it a bra or not, but yeah. Stitch work, immaculate. Masking tape was mine, otherwise it's just black. That sort of prevents staining, which is something you want to do. Because unstaining these dolls takes a lot of patience and a lot of work. Get a little hook here and a little two little threads to thread through. Say that 3 times. And it gives a strong one, but at the same time I feel that if I pull too hard, or if I, you know, do anything wrong, if it falls and I catch her by the whatever, the top, yeah, they'll break. You get the same thing on the bottom, even thinner straps. You get beads here attached to a bow to give it the effect that it was tied. Quite nice, not really necessary. I would have preferred a clip system, something stronger. Get a belt here, lots of shiny things, although I think it's plated, it's not like high quality chrome. But for the price it should be, right? Enough about that. This is what the kind of clasp I would have preferred. Simple insert, then it sticks and holds quite nicely. Get a belt for the piece de resistance gun. Piece de, sorry, piece de la résistance. You get this synthetic leather, not really much to say, sewing is very well done. When you buy your own, if it's quite simple to attach it, you get the neck warmer. The neck warmer comes with a working zipper, which is quite nice. That they thought that far, it's got a bit of elastic in the middle, you just slide that in there, hold it down, and yeah, zip up, done. Hair clips of the signature skull, which I think is one of the most outsticking pieces on the character, that even though you may not notice it, it's there, and it is a noticeable trait, sort of a subliminally noticing. Lovely skull. Don't try to pull this little black piece on the back. Don't do that. There's an easy way to insert it. This one, the hair piece here, for the bun, or the tail. Quick comment, it was bent. Didn't like that. But at least, you know, you can bend it a significant amount without it breaking, although I think if it did break, you go into cardiac arrest. Get the wig. Wig is very nice, very well built. Better than the A-Zone, but strangely very similar. It's being pressed here with hot irons to give it that effect, so you might want to remember that when it comes out in case you need to repair it. These dolls don't tend to stand very well, but I'll just show you how you pop on the wig compared to A-Zone, which is, yeah, you have to fold it inside out, pop it on, you have to position it very carefully. It takes me about 5 minutes for the Ryumu wig. Dollfie wig, simply on, hold the head maybe, pop. There. That's it, you're done. Not very good balance, as you can see. Not very good. But at least it stands on its own. That's good. Oh, not very good balance reason. The joints, if you remember the Ryumu, quite noisy. These ones are silent. No noise at all. The ending consequence is that they are just not so strong. The gun. Very nicely manufactured, comes in 2 pieces. This piece and that piece. You get a stand, but you get 4 different legs. What they've done is they've put, I'll just say, they've just put a gap with a small insert peg, and the difference between the pegs, the legs when they're standing in the upright position and when they're folded away, is that the whole or the insert point has been rotated by 90 degrees. Not very impressive, but you can understand why. If they use metal, it would probably rust. The rust would spread to the vinyl of the doll, which would be, yeah, disastrous. That's now not cardiac arrest, that's more like a stroke. The barrel is solid. They have to do that for legal reasons in case individuals try and pass it off as a real gun. What else? The lens is done quite well. But sadly, there was nothing on the other side. No moving pieces to the gun. It's all solid. I mean, if Hot Toys can do this in 1:6 scale, why can't Volks do this in 1:3 scale? Get a little manual here explaining the various, just important things. Just pause it if you want to read it. Color manual with the glasses, which I think anyone could just cut out. Simple transparent paper. Dollfie Dream propaganda booklet. Buy more of our stuff because it's so cheap. And of course, I just had to comment on Yoko's face. What makes a Dollfie stand out, full stop, is now their outfits. That's the difference between each Dollfie, and I don't think that's a very good way to go about it customer-wise. Tactically it's brilliant, you save money on face molds and everything, but it doesn't work so well for me, because I'm a nitpicker. Yoko's face is completely original. I can't think of another Dollfie that looks the same as Yoko's face, which to me is, like a plus factor. If you look at maybe Saber Lily and Saber, they do have a similar face, which is killing. Yoko, I think I can say this with confidence, Yoko has a one-of-a-kind face, one-of-a-kind head mold. Prices are quite iffy, but I'll talk about that later, because I have to rush because of time. Let's just assemble her, see how she looks. So here is Yoko, fully assembled. Not really many comments I can say. In case you're wondering, the doll is not strong enough to balance or support the gun without the use of a stand. And in that term, I mean in terms of aiming. She cannot actually, the arm joints are not strong enough to hold up the gun on their own. What more can I say? It's very nice to have this piece in your home. It is definitely an eye catcher. The colors have been blended very coherently, very cohesively. Yes, I meant to use both. And quite well. A little comment on anatomy. Now, I know what you're thinking about anatomy. You don't think I know, but I know. Get your head out of the toilet and we'll move forward. I'm just commenting on the general structure. Is being borrowed from the skeleton of the human body. The way the joints sort of merge around one another. So as an example, just look at the patella around the knee. That's been done very nicely, again, I'll say very cohesively. Little thing I like to say, I've noticed there aren't too many comments. Oh, sorry. One more thing. Do not have this in a very an area where you encounter very frequent tremors, or maybe you have just a spastic dog that runs into your cupboard a lot. Why doesn't? Oh, that's awesome! That's awesome! I've never seen it do that before. That rocks. Sorry, that's cool. Anyway, slight change of topic. Doesn't hold up very nicely. That was rare. You just witnessed a 1 in a million. So congratulations. The bikini I'll show in the showcase video. And yes, I noticed there aren't many comments, so I'd just like to start a general discussion too. Here's a picture of the Yoko character that this one is based on. Do you think it's a good representation? Would you do anything differently? Do you think that Volks has done it properly? What else? And as a second one, do you think doll collecting is weird? Do you think it is bizarre? Do you think that it should be, I don't know, it should be limited to a sex? You know what I mean? A gender. Head out the toilet, man! Until then, you see, right? To conclude, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Feel free to leave any comments. I don't really mind. I just do this so people can have an idea what they're in for should they decide to buy something like this. The bikini outfit for the pre-order version I'll include in the showcase video, which I hope to get done at some point today. Until then, I'll say thank you very much for watching and enjoy your quest for bankruptcy. I know I am.